Theater. If you're here for the Charlie Daniels concert, you got the wrong night. But I promise you, we're going to have some soft shoe dots that are going to grace this stage and make it very entertaining. My name is Johnny Wharff. I'm with WMOA Radio. If you were listening today, you probably had enough of me already, but you've got me for the rest of the night as well. The original People's Bank Theater, or the original theater in Marietta, was 1911, which was 8 years before moving pictures. So they were doing vaudeville acts, they were doing magic lantern projections, and they always had a guy that was supposed to keep things rolling, mildly entertain, and to keep things on time. That's my job. They also hissed and jeered and booed. We don't really want much of that, but you can always point at your watch a little bit if things are dragging along. By a show of applause, is it your first time in the newly renovated theater? And then, same sign, how many people go back to the good old days of the Colony Theater? Think about some of the great memories in here. I know you don't remember much from when you were 5 years old, but I do remember my first movie. It was here, and it was the original Jungle Book, and I think it was 1968. Here we are 40-some years later doing a remake of that. I also saw a movie called Ben. My brothers brought me. I think I was way too young for a horror movie, but you remember a movie about a rat? Michael Jackson sang the theme song. He was 14 at the time. But when we left, I was so frightened. And my brothers made me go through that Pioneer Walk. Have you guys been through there? I thought there was going to be 100 rats jump on me that night. And then I also had the privilege of being here for the last showing of Rocky Horror Picture Show. It was the fall of 1985. And after that, and then they closed the place. If you'd have been at one of those shows, you'll know why they closed the place down, because it was pretty crazy. But we are going to have a great time tonight. It is my privilege to bring out Laurie Strawler, who is the little brainchild of this evening.
Good evening.
Here we are, Laurie. We've talked about this enough. Look at this place, and then talk about the infancy and how this idea came about.
You know, about 10 years ago, I heard of a similar event, and I have wanted to do this since. So Brian Anderson and I started brainstorming, and pretty soon we set up an appointment with Hunt Raleigh here at the theater to see if it was even possible. And once we realized it was, we penciled in a date, and I started asking doctors.
All right, well, before you ask doctors, and I'm guessing you asked somebody else, and this is the question that I've been waiting to ask you. Scott Cantley, listen, this is what I'd like to do. We'd like to get maybe, I don't know, half a dozen of your doctors, have them dance on a stage, and then have you pay for part of it. How's that sound? Did that go like that, kind of?
Yeah, kind of. He probably thought, because I had not met Scott, so he probably thought, what does McDonald's want to meet with me for? Why are they talking to me? Why is she coming to my office? And as soon as I told him about the event, he was so excited. He just couldn't believe we were doing this. And he said, how did you get those doctors to say yes? You mean Petrov said yes? And then he gave me half the money to rent the theater.
Oh, I love it. That is so great. And then this is for a great cause tonight. And maybe you can touch, I know you do so many things outside of this night, but what a grand event to benefit the Ronald McDonald House.
Thank you. That's what this is all about, and we are so excited. McDonald's of Marietta is part of the Tri-State Co-op, and we have 93 restaurants in Southeast Ohio, West Virginia, and Kentucky. And we support 2 Ronald McDonald houses, the one in Huntington and in Charleston. And last year, we sold coupon books. I bet many of you bought those. And we raised, for the 2 houses, we raised $188,000 through the sale of those coupon books. And secondly, something really cool we do. For every pound of French fries that we purchase from our distribution center, those 93 stores, we give a penny a pound And that totals a lot of money. We do that every single year, and we split that between the houses. And then even more impressively, which involves all of you, this is really cool. The donation canisters that we have in our restaurants that you throw your change in, I don't think anybody realizes how much change we collect. And this is just, I know this has surprised a lot of people when I've told them. By throwing your change in those collection boxes in 2015, the 4 McDonald's and Marietta restaurants collected $15,200. Thank you.
That's great. Those canisters are made really well, so you can't not get anything out of them. I know that.
No, if you drop your credit card in.
I'm going to give Lori the pleasure of introducing, to set the tone for the evening, a couple of professional dancers. She is going to introduce to you Josh and Stacy Filson. Thank you everybody for being here. We're going to have a great time.
Stacy began her career at the age of 3 under the instruction of one of our judges, Jel Tracewell. She has trained in all styles of ballroom. Josh began his dance career in 2006 as a student in a Columbus area dance studio. He is now a 2-time top teacher of the Global Dance Sports Series and the World Pro-Am Dance Sports Series. Josh and Stacy fell in love during their first meeting and first dance together on July 4th, 2014, and began competing after their wedding a year later. They are champions of the 2015 North American Star Ball Pro-Am Smooth and Standard Closed divisions, as well as the Open 9 Dance Smooth Standard Champions at the 2016 Michigan Dance Challenge. Their complete story is in your program. It is my great pleasure to introduce Josh and Stacy Tilford.
Rely on me, supply your needs from now on. Shelter you and be a pillow to lean on. For in your eyes I see what I was born to be, and now my life can begin. I am your man. Oh, yes I am, yes I am. I'm your man. There's no sacrifice great or small I wouldn't do. My ambition is bringing happiness to you. If trouble comes our way, I'm gonna promise to stay right by your side. It's where I wanna stay from. I am your man. Oh, yes I am, Lord. Lord, I'm your man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Josh and Stacy Tilford. I think I'm in pretty good shape, but I'm a little tired just kind of from watching that a little bit. We're going to meet our judges right now. We're going to start first with Jel Tracewell. She is the owner of Jel's Dance Center. She was born in London, England, and attended Stewart Stagers beginning at age 7, and at age 11 starred in 2 Wimbledon theater pantomimes. At age 16, she moved to the United States, studied under the direction of Newton Cole at the West Virginia Dance Theater in Charleston. In 1984, she opened the Marietta and Vienna studios, now known as Gels Dance Center, and continues to be involved with many local charities, and we're going to see some of her dancers performing tonight. Welcome. And the rows between two, well, Mayor Joe Matthews, a lifelong resident of Marietta, Marine Corps veteran, Semper Fi, countless civic affiliations and accolades, including Citizen of the Year, Marietta Firefighter of the Year. You should have seen him jump up when that fire alarm went off a little while ago. He had like an axe in his hand, we're like, oh no! But he was ready, and up the ladder he went. Everything's okay back here. Welcome current and longest serving mayor in city history, Joe Matthews. And lastly, Nancy Putnam Hollister, a decorated resume of service to this city and to this state, including Marietta's first female mayor, Ohio State Representative, first female Lieutenant Governor of Ohio, first female to serve as Governor of Ohio, and her favorite things, being a wife, a mother, and a grandmother. She called me from grandmother duty yesterday, and I was a little jealous. I got a late start, so I'm not sure I'm kind of doing both at the same time. But, that's all right. And a little Stage and Screen. We'll talk to them a little bit later and get their expectations of the evening. But this stage that I stand on has been, and a lot of people don't know, it's been graced by Frank Sinatra. Judy Garland has been on this stage. Minnie Pearl, Tex Ritter, and countless others. And we're going to add some names to that tonight. They are the stars, our featured dancers. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Kelly Colley and Brian Anderson. Dr. Cynthia Martinston and Dr. Todd Myers. Dr. Matt McIntosh and Wendy Myers. Dr. Roman Petrov and Janet Joseph. Dr. Greg Kronshinia and Lisa Kearns. Dr. Christopher and Cassie Cockerone. Dr. John Fry and Lindsay Beal. Dr. Tom Bartsokas and Sue Montero. That is your first look at the dancers. The next time you see them, they will be center stage and all by themselves, dancing for you. All right, touch up the makeup, tighten up the shoes, and get back in your hole. We'll call you out in a little bit. Very shortly, we'll be out to dance. The dancers, let's hear it for them. So it's known, this is a true fact, that 1 out of every 3 people is assumed brilliant just by the way they look. And if you want to figure out who it is, then you look to your left, you look to your right. If it isn't them, it must be you. Seems like a good segue into the judges, don't you think? Let's introduce the judges here one more time and get their expectations on the evening as they look at each other. I wonder who it is. All right, so I don't want to throw a dodgeball question right out of the gate at you, Jill, but this whole break a leg thing, any idea where this came from, you know? They're walking off, hey, break a leg, okay, break a leg, like, you know?
I've had people say that, and I've had a student go on a couple of trampolines and break a leg right before recitals. And normally the recital goes off and it's normally better.
Well, Joe, you have more experience probably than anybody in this room dancing, and talk a little bit about your expectations of the evening.
Well, first of all, I wanted to make a comment about Josh and Stacy's beautiful number that they just danced. When we go to dance competitions, we're looking for technique, we're looking for overall performance, and that was just absolutely gorgeous and stunning. When we look at the doctors and the dancers tonight, we're looking for fun, we're looking for their connection towards each other, and also your response to them too. We're not looking for technique, we're looking for the overall performance tonight. It's got to be fun.
Very good, thank you. Mayor Matthews, I know you play football, I know we're a firefighter. Dancing, give me any dancing background you might have.
You mean I have? Well, I'll tell you, one time in the JCs, I twisted for over an hour with a young lady. I think your dad was there to testify.
Okay, well, and if I'm not mistaken, it was Twister, but that's okay. Nancy Hollister, talk a little bit about your expectations of this night.
Well, I think tonight, one of the most important things is this audience is awfully quiet. I certainly hope you get a lot louder, kids, because they need to hear how you feel. And I'm looking forward to great music, fantastic dancing, and I agree with Jill. I would give Josh and Stacy a perfect score. Fantastic.
Seeing you sit there reminds me of when we shared the stage together.
Yes, we did indeed.
We were in a two-person play called Love Letters back of Becky Thatcher. I miss it.
Long time ago.
That was a long, long time ago. Are you guys ready for this? It is time to embrace the dedication of the evening, to get lost in the dance. Know that we're doing this for a good cause. Embrace the history of the place that we sit into, and then learn a little bit about our first contestants. And I know you know something about Dr. Kelly Colley, an oncologist. She is with Memorial Health System, Strecker Cancer Center. She's also a Buckeye, earning her medical degree at Ohio State, earning her residency at the Ohio State University College of Medicine, and her fellowship at the Arthur G. James Center at the Ohio State University. Brian Anderson is a very popular guy. He's a graduate of Marietta College. He is the owner of ZK Fitness on Putnam Street. He is a personal trainer, a spin and Zumba instructor. His current obsession is racing in extreme obstacle course races with his ZK Peeps. By day, he is the office business manager for McDonald's in Marietta, and by night, typically in the wee hours of the morning, he is a self-proclaimed dancing fool. Let's see what they've been up to.
My name is Kelly Colley, and I'm part of the Anderson and Colley hip-hop duo. And we just wanted to pick something upbeat, fast, something that would take me forever to learn. And we picked Missy Elliott to do the hip-hop duo dance to.
This song is a killer upbeat hip-hop dance. It's something that's going to make a great impression, especially being first out of the gate. So hopefully it'll get everybody's attention, especially the judges.
I'm honored to participate in this charitable event because I have two nephews who have personally been helped by the Ronald McDonald House. My nephews are Max, who's 6 years old, and Rex, who's 2 years old, and they both spent 2 months each with their parents in the Ronald McDonald House as they were both born preemies. They could not have had such wonderful care and wonderful outcomes without the help of the Ronald McDonald Charities and everyone at the Ronald McDonald House.
My whole goal in life is to enhance and help others' health. And the Ronald McDonald House Charities helps hundreds of families here locally, right in Marietta. I think our nerves are going to be our biggest competitors, but beyond that, we're going to kill it. Watch out, people.
Hey Brian, I can't imagine that there are like a big long list of people that are telling her what to do, and you probably would have had to do it a little bit. How'd this process go?
We've been practicing for just a little while. I've only hit her in the head 3 times with my boot during the kick.
That was my next question, that over the head thing. That you got to miss every now and again, right?
Just kick really high.
I've got to ask Dr. Colley, how in the heck did you get talked into this?
Oh, Lori did the old bait and switch. She said, Dr. Colley, I really need you to help me raise money for children with cancer. I said, absolutely, whatever you need. And she said, I need you to dance April 30th. I said, no way, never. Then she answered this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in it to win it.
Great job, guys. Great job. Nancy, some thoughts about dance number 1 tonight?
Absolutely amazing. They can stand there and talk in complete sentences. I mean, they're not even out of breath. You guys are amazing. You look like you're having a really good time out there. A really good time. Thank you. And the audience thinks so too.
Mayor Joe.
I was just got tired watching him, I'll tell you the truth.
I
Joe?
I thought that was a lot of fun, and you're so energetic. It was probably hard to start keeping up with him to begin with, but you held your own, girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Kelly Collins, Brian Anderson. We're going to keep things rolling as it sounds like our next dancers are ready. Let me tell you about them. Dr. Cynthia Martinson works at Physician Care Express for Memorial Health System. She is board certified in family medicine and since 1998 has practiced medicine in West Virginia and Ohio. Her instructor, the Clark Kent of the evening, doctor by day, dancer by night, Dr. Todd Myers. Dr. Myers is a board certified OBGYN, married to Wendy, who we will see next. Todd has stayed at the Ronald McDonald House many times when his brother Shane was ill, so this is a charity that is near and dear to his heart. His professional dance experience is limited to a cruise ship nightclub and a relative's wedding. This should be fun. Take a look.
You're a falling star, you're the getaway car, you're the line in the sand when I go too far.
I chose this song because it has a good beat to dance to. It also isn't too slow or too fast, and it's just a very pretty melody, which I think most people will agree with.
I felt that it was appropriate for Foxtrot and that we could do an awesome dance to it. Ronald McDonald House is an awesome organization. It provides a safe and comfortable place for the families of children who are in the hospital.
Near and dear to my heart, I had a brother with terminal illness, and we actually stayed at the Ronald McDonald House through part of his illness, and they were amazing, the amount of help and support that they give people, and I just hope to try to give a little bit back to them by doing this charity dance.
All of the other doctors and dancers are awesome. We just want to have a great time and provide money for the Ronald McDonald House.
You know, just in it for the fun and hope to have a good time, and we'll see.
La 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 la. You're a falling star, you're the getaway car, you're the line in the sand when I go too far. You're the swimming pool on another state, and you're the perfect thing to see. And you play it cold, but it's kinda cute. Oh, when you smile at me, you know exactly what you do. Baby, don't pretend that you don't know it's true, 'cause you can see it when I look at you. And in this crazy life, and through these crazy times, it's you. You make me sing your every line, your every word, your everything. You're always somewhere, and you're hanging when you ring my bell. You're a mystery, you're from outer space. You're every minute of my every day. And I can't believe that I'm your man, and I get to kiss you, baby, just because I can. Whatever comes our way, we'll see it through. And you know that's what all of me. Am I in this crazy life? Through these crazy times, it's you. This beat is my recital. that you're my everything. So la 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 la. So la 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 la.
That is great stuff. Talk a little bit about the last couple of weeks, or however long it's been, getting ready for this. Any trials and tribulations?
Well, we put a lot of hard work into it. Our biggest fear, I think, was Cindy's wings getting wrapped around her neck. But we did okay, I think.
His concern was Todd's wing because he tore his bicep tendon lifting weights.
That's his bicep. His arms are bigger than my legs. No, so you're actually training for this while that was going on?
Right, yeah, in the middle of surgery. It set us back a little bit, but we caught up.
That's good. Good thing you knew a doctor. All right, let's take a look and see what the judges have to say.
Brad, you got the judges?
Jill, once they bring the light up on you, I know you're going to have something great to say.
I was kind of shocked when you took your shirt off. And Cindy, you are just beautifully built. I am so jealous.
All with the coat.
And I thought it was a very nice, it's hard to make a foxtrot or anything so entertaining, but you did it, and you did it well, and then you gave us a little bit of, to go on. Good job.
Mayor Jim?
I thought your costume was beautiful too, and also I think Dr. Myers has been watching the Dancing with the Stars because several of those guys take their shirts off every day.
They also have a judge in the middle that stands up and does things too, so. Nancy?
Oh, the dress is stunning, absolutely stunning. And when you all started the routine, I was like, I wonder, Dr. Myers, did you talk to my husband? Because he's like, oh no. No. Michael Bublé is fabulous. You guys were wonderful and very entertaining. Thank you.
This is just advice on my part. I'm not a dancer and I'm not a doctor, but less push-ups maybe with the bicep, with somebody on your back. I just kind of hold back on those a little bit.
Thank you.
Good job, guys. Great job. Probably not appropriate to tell a blonde joke right after Dr. Mortensen walks off, but there's this light-haired girl, and she gets a call from the contractor who's very angry, and the contractor says to her, "It has been a year since I put those new windows in your house, and you haven't paid me." And she said, "You can't fool me, because when you put them in, you said they'd pay for themselves in a year." Moving right along, right? Tonight's event donations will support Ronald McDonald House, and as fast as the world moves, it is refreshing that the art of dance has given us a platform and a reason to stop and help others. Thanks due out tonight in Park du Spallon of Marietta, a unique flower and gift shop, and Marty's print shop. Thank you to those sponsors. Same girl sputters into a little repair shop, and she says, "What's wrong with my car?" And the guy gets under the hood and he looks and he says, "Just crap in a carburetor." And she said, "How often do I have to do that?" Get him. This is where that little hook comes out. Dr. Matthew McIntyre works in pathology for Memorial Health System. He attended medical school at the Northeastern Ohio University's College of Medicine. He completed his residency at Summa Health Systems, anatomical and clinical pathology, which is best not to get into unless you can say it 3 times fast. His instructor, the Lois Lane of our previous instructor, Wendy Myers, happily married to Dr. Todd. Three beauty daughters. Wendy serves on the Marietta City School Board of Education, is the owner of 2 local businesses, Mitcham Group Apartments and Superior Gutter Works. Roll that beautiful video.
Approached about this. They said, "Hey Wendy, we heard you like to dance." I said, "I love to dance. I play we just dance all the time with the kids. It's just one of my great hobbies."
Wendy Myers is actually a distant relative of Jennifer Lopez. So it's actually Wendy Lopez Myers, and she's got this Latin, heritage. And we decided to do the cha-cha to pay homage to her, the Latin influence that she has in her life. So we're doing the cha-cha.
I thought it was going to be like a dance-a-thon, kind of like the jump rope for heart, like people give you money and you can dance. Definitely our biggest competition is Todd Myers. That's my husband, so we live together.
So he's definitely a professional. He's going to be my biggest competition, and I'm dancing with his wife, so he's probably angry about that.
Be ambitious. We're going to go big or go home, so it's going to be Just Get Loud with Jennifer Lopez, and it's going to be fast and furious. It'll be awesome. What you gotta do? You didn't know I could do that, did you?
When marimba rhythms start to play, you dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with me. When you dance you have to stay with me, stay with me, sway with me.
I love that dress. I love that dress. Wow, that was good stuff. I told you when I saw you in rehearsal that it was rocking, but you guys really killed it tonight. Talk a little bit about the last couple of weeks doing this with her.
It's very nerve-wracking. I can't see all the people that are out there, but it's a lot of fun. Thank you for your support.
Wendy, your thoughts about this? He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's fabulous. I mean, our only goal was to embarrass our children, and I think we have done it.
Let's take a look at the judges over here. Nancy.
Wendy, I think your children are exceptionally proud of you. Both of you. And I've known Matthew since He was a child. I've never seen you move like that, darling. Very nice. Beautifully done.
Joe, that was great. I love the song, The Beat. She kept up with it all the way. It's wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ay, 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 you hot tamale. Oh, wow. I'm really, really proud of you right now, Wendy. That was hot. Great job, Matt. Good job.
Matt, Wendy, everybody. Might be dressed. I like that dress. It remind me of a joke, though. It kind of looks like a mop, which made me think of the dispatcher getting a call about a homicide, and the policeman shows up, and there's a woman standing over her husband, and she has a mop in her hand. And the dispatcher calls the cop on the walkie-talkie and says, "What happened?" She killed her husband because he walked on the floor before it was dry. And the dispatcher says, "Did you arrest the woman?" He says, "No, sir, just waiting on the floor to dry." Oh boy. Dr. Roman Petrov is a thoracic surgeon with Memorial Health System. He attended medical school at Moscow State University and residencies at Pitt, Albany, and Moscow State. He completed fellowships at University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, Swedish Medical Center, and Moscow State University of Medicine and Dentistry. His dance partner is Jana Joseph. Jana has danced since she was 3, taught dance since she was 17, and been married to Rick since she was 14. No, she's been married to Rick for 14 years. She's only like 30, so. 2 children, Brian 9 and Brindley 6, and she is looking ever so forward to when they get to be teenagers, especially if they are just like she was.
It's close to midnight. We hope to raise money for children all over, and definitely ones around here. And my husband actually works with the Ronald McDonald House at his job as well.
I think it is a fantastic event. I just want to credit and thank Lori for organizing it and Lindsay for stepping up and helping us to achieve this goal. I think it is a very good cause, and it is simply great.
When we were approached initially, Brian said it had to be fun and sassy, and definitely it's a lot of fun and there's some sass in there. So we kind of mixed some 80s songs, which I'm an 80s girl, so we kind of put everything together and then added a little bit of Russian folklore for Dr. Petrov.
But all of them are really good. I respect all my competitors. We'll see how it plays out.
Music!
look nice. You really do. That's a great outfit. Tell me about the last couple of weeks with this guy.
Well, that's all I've actually had, was a couple weeks with him. We kind of came in late on the game. But I've had to teach him a lot.
Were you the choreographer on this one, Dr. Petra?
Not really, my daughter Dasha was.
Please. Good job. I would love to know if you had those shoes before tonight.
No. It was Jana's choice.
Hey, I like the red shoes. I like the shoes. Great job, guys. Jell, your thoughts on this fine little dance?
I thought that was extremely entertaining. And I thought the crowd participation was way up there, and you guys did a great job. And you're quite funny. You're quite funny. That's very personality, and I don't see that all the time. Maybe you should do that while you're treating patients. You guys were awesome. Very good.
Mayor Joe.
I enjoyed it also. It reminded me back years ago when the Colony Theater was here and they had Frankenstein shows on the stage. Kind of brought back a lot of memories.
Nancy.
Oh, that was a lot of fun. I loved your makeup. The green makeup is astounding, and those red shoes, wow. Unbelievable. And the hair. Where did you
I feel at home more up here for some reason.
Nicely done.
Great job, guys. Let's hear it for them one more time. So, be honest, was there more shine off his head than mine? Or the mirror ball? All right, I want to thank People's Bank for the use of this fabulous place, Marietta Health Systems, the rental of the theater, and the use of some of their dogs tonight. McDonald's of Marietta for initiating the idea, ZK Fitness for really doing everything. Thanks, Brian. And Barack Advertising Agency for embracing what seemed like maybe a crazy little idea, so we appreciate that very much. I don't, the one thing I don't have, I do know a lot of jokes. I don't know any dance, oh wait a minute, I just thought of a dance joke. Oh, I do know one actually. This guy is trying to get into a dance club, fancy place like you used to go, Scott. And he doesn't have a tie. You can't get in without a tie. He's looking for a tie. They said, you cannot get in without a tie. He's got, I got a girl in there, I need a tie. He runs out to his car, he's looking, searching everywhere. And all he can come up with is jumper cables. So he puts them around his neck, and he walks back in. And they're like, oh, wait, what's going on? This is all I got, man. I gotta get in there. Please let me in there. They're like, all right, just don't start anything. Hey, we are up to contestant number 5. You are going to eat this one up. Dr. Gregory Krivshinia. He might be clapping for himself back there, too. He's an orthopedic surgeon and a partner at First Settlement Orthopedics, where they own the bone. He attended medical school. He attended medical school at the University of Cincinnati and completed his residency at the University of Cincinnati affiliated hospitals in orthopedic surgery. His partner is Lisa Kern. She's assistant manager at People's Bank, and she is an instructor at Jell's Dance Center. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I know how to jitterbug and had to find the right song. That's the right song.
section was a purple gang, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock.
The most important thing in the Ronald McDonald House charities is to help parents of sick children at children's hospitals throughout the country, to help through housing when they're away from home.
A lot of times whenever you're dealing with an ill relative, the last thing that should be on their minds is how I'm going to afford to stay close to this relative. So any money that we can raise is going to be helpful. It's definitely a great cause, and I'm more than happy to donate my time for this worthy cause.
Oh my God, that was good stuff. Elvis lives. Give me another foot here, Captain. Thank you. I might come back there with you. I saw the handcuffs back there. I gotta tell you, it didn't work out, but I was trying to, I'm kind of a practical jokester, and I was trying to get Dakota to come out in a tutu. Not period? No, I'm just kidding. Everybody's like, oh gosh. But my worry was that you wouldn't been able to pull them through your legs in the one part. So, did you get a lot of practice? Did you practice with Clint on the side, or? No. He wanted to do Purple Rain by Prince. That's what he was into. We'll make sure to, we'll do that a little bit later, maybe, okay?
You can do it with him.
I'm a Prince guy. I say put him on the $20 bill. Make it worth $19.99. Lisa, great job. Talk a little bit about an experience of being thrown around by this guy.
Honestly, I was just hoping every practice that he wasn't going to drop me on my head.
How would you like it if you showed up to something and that was your thought? Hope he doesn't drop me on my head. Great job. Let's see what the judges have to say. Lisa and K2, Nancy, what do you think?
Fantastic. I love the song, the motion. Dr. Virginia, I've never seen you move that way. That's amazing.
Oh, to be 20 again.
Oh, yeah. Similar thoughts. You guys were fantastic. Thank you very much.
There you go.
Yeah, I love the song also, and I think we'll need to see an orthopedic doctor probably Monday.
The only guy that kept turning his head when he heard break a leg.
You can't go wrong with an Elvis tune.
I agree. Elvis lives, baby.
It was great use of props, and Lisa, you're very, very brave. Very entertaining.
Now it's time for the couples dance. Sixth contestant, Christopher Cockrum, MD, Department of Hospital Medicine at Memorial Health Systems. He attended medical school at the University of St. Eustatius, Netherlands, Antilles. That'd be fun. He completed an internship and his residency at West Virginia University, Ruby Memorial Hospital. His partner in dance and life is his wife, Cassie. She's a dance instructor at Gels Dance Academy and also stays in shape, keeping up with her children, Alex and Daphne. Roll that video.
Time of my life, though I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's a truth, and I owe it all to you.
We had a hard time deciding on a song, and this was sort of mutually what we agreed on. We went through a lot of different things and a lot of different ideas, and we just kept coming back to this. It's a lot of fun, and it's really recognizable to a lot of different people, and we just hope people enjoy it. It'll either go really well or it'll go really poorly, and either way, people should enjoy it.
Now with passion in our eyes, there's no way we could disguise secretly.
McDonald House is a great charity. It does a lot of good for everybody. It's part of being in the hospital, so it's really great that they provide a lot of care and support to the families, so they don't have to worry about that. What we're trying to accomplish is to look as awesome as possible, to raise as much money as possible. So it's all about helping them.
I think our biggest competition, people were going after, I have to say Lisa. Lisa is an instructor with me at Gels Dance Center, and I think it's going to be interesting to see which one of us comes out on top. So I'm looking at you, Lisa.
Every time of my life, though I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's a truth, and I owe it all to you.
Every time of my life, and I owe it all
Cause we seem to understand the urgency.
So I tell
Great job. Anybody else want them for parents besides me? There's Daphne too. Daphne, I gotta tell you, there's at least one guy out there saying, oh, that's how they did that. Not to take anybody back to philosophy class, but when I hear St. Eustatius, I am reminded of a quote, one of my favorites. He who has put a good finish to his undertaking is said to have brought a golden crown to the whole. And I think you guys did that here tonight. You did your part very well. Talk a little bit about, I'm guessing this was a little bit of your audience prior to tonight.
Oh yeah, our kids, both Alex and Daphne, have seen this dance probably about 3,000 times.
Talk a little bit about the process this night, how you end up here on the stage in front of 900 people.
Well, I ended up here because one of our esteemed judges and my boss and my dance teacher since I was 10 years old called me and said, hey, I think you should do this. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And because I love Jill like a mom, I can't tell her no because I'm afraid I'll get grounded. So I said yes. And then lo and behold, we had some doctor shifting happen, and Chris ended up being one of our participants. And I got another phone call, and they said, oh, wouldn't it be great to dance with your husband? And I said, sure.
You know, the stage brings out some honesty. Daphne, you did a really good job on the introduction. I didn't even know you were in. You threw that in on me. Good job. To talk, what's it like being thrown up in the air by your dad?
Normal.
Nancy, talk a little bit about Chris and Cassie.
You know, Chris and Cassie, you look like you're having so much fun. You dance very, very well together. And I don't know, Chris, but I don't think Patrick Swayze has anything on you. You are fantastic. You guys did a great job. You look like you're having a great time.
Mayor Joe?
I enjoyed it also. That transformation there when she came out, I probably fooled the audience a little bit, but it was great.
Like the movie Big, right? Joe?
Chris, I am so shocked at this point. I don't know if I've ever seen Patrick Swayze do the worm, but you look really good job. Cassie, you look beautiful out there. Daphne, you were wonderful. Wonderful job. Very entertaining.
Chris, Cassie, Daphne. Good stuff. They didn't know it, but my wife and I were actually supposed to be a dance team tonight too, but she couldn't be here. She's getting inducted into the Visa Card Hall of Fame at Nordstrom Shoe Store in Easton. Me and the kids are really proud of her. Actually, she just got a new SUV, and I asked her what the gas mileage was like, and she said, it gets like 3 miles to the gallon. I'm just kidding. She is here, and I'm in trouble. But I had a conversation I love. She's so quick because I told her, and this is a real research fact, that women during the course of a day speak 30,000 words. Men during the course of the day speak 15,000 words, okay? It's a known fact. So I tell her that, thinking, how am I going to tell her that? And she said, that makes perfect sense, because men don't listen and women have to repeat everything. Who would have thought my wife would have got that kind of applause tonight? I'm going to say hold on to your hats for this one. The rehearsal was, yes, okay. Dr. John Fry has been practicing dentistry locally with his brother since graduating from The Ohio State University College of Dentistry in June of 2005. Not only is he an excellent and very knowledgeable dentist, he's also a rocket lead singer with a local band, The Bash. Dr. John Fry's better half is Molly, and they have two very cool twin boys, Max and Tyler. His instructor is the ever lovely, ever lively Lindsay Beal. I would love to share with you a couple of conversations we had a little while ago, and I can't, but she's funny. Lindsay is a human resource manager for Eye Care Associates, the owner of Lindsay Beal Landscape and Floral Design. She's an outdoor junkie, and she can throw it down. Let's take a look at the video.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold.
The Ronald McDonald House, I'm excited to be doing the competition for them. I know that it's helped people in my life personally kind of establish some normal routine when they're going through something really traumatic. So I'm happy to be a part of it and provide my time.
If you've lived long enough, you've known someone who's taken advantage of the cool things that they do. And when you see how big a difference it makes for some of those people, then it really shows you just how genuine and cool that kind of a charity is. And I think that's why it's important.
I chose this song because, or this combination of songs, and I work with Steve Spencer. I couldn't settle on just one particular song, so I wanted to change it up and mix in a couple of popular songs, and hip-hop is just a style I'm more comfortable with. So.
The reality is, since we started probably a month or so behind everyone else, they're probably all our greatest competition. It's going to be a challenge. We've got a lot to learn.
Now, I'm just guessing that this one might have brought a few chaperones off the wall at the prom. What do you think? Talk a little bit about, I'm guessing you're the choreographer with this, so talk a little bit about the process here with Dr. Fry.
Oh, he was great. I did the choreography a while ago, but he was so fantastic. We actually did the whole thing through on the very first night, so he was great. Made my job really easy.
And you like to get up, don't you? You're comfortable.
Oh yeah, I'm real comfortable.
You should be. All right, you, my friend. Pretty fry for a white boy. Talk a little bit about A, how much fun this is, and B, to be able to get up here in front of all these people and do it for a good cause.
Well, both of those things are a lot of fun. It's entirely nerve-wracking, but yeah, it's a wonderful cause, and we had a great time doing it, and but it's a great bunch of people to be around, and this is awesome.
Now, do you remember the movie Dirty Dancing at all? Did you see that movie?
I did.
I'm just asking. And the best line from that movie?
Nobody puts baby in that corner.
Mayor Joe, let's start with you.
Music was great, the costumes are great, fantastic job.
Nancy?
You know what? I saw Dr. Fry's shoes before. They're really something, but those pants. I haven't seen those. And you guys are fantastic. The costumes are great, very sparkly, very, very fun. Thank you.
And the voice that I wish was on my radio station every day, Joe.
You know what, I was pretty impressed by that choreography. It was nicely put together, and you guys together did the whole dance together. There was not somebody not doing anything, which was really good for as a dance choreographer, dance teacher. So it was pretty impressive. Gee.
Good job, guys. Great job. Good job. Word up. I told you about that, didn't I? I'm a little jealous just to see how fit they are and the stamina and all the work that takes place with dancing. Athletically, for me, I peaked at age 7 and I was a hell of a t-ball player. But Cardinals, we won it all. So I started piano, and I thought I was really good at that, and I was playing, and I would sing all the time, and then my dad comes home one day, and he gives me a clarinet, and I thought, well, he must think I'm good at everything, and then I didn't realize it was to get me to quit singing. So then I didn't want to walk around with a clarinet, so I bagged that, and then went on search of something that I'm really good at, and I'm still looking. One of the things that I do that, my wife knows I'm good at this, but it's in the pitch dark of a morning, when it's early, out of a dead sleep, I can hit that snooze button, bam! I can just get that baby every time. I mean, out of it, boom! If that was an Olympic sport, I'd be all over it. Snooze boy. Dr. Tom Bartsokas is in the Department of Sports Medicine at Memorial Health System. He attended medical school at Southern Illinois. He completed his residency at Akron General Medical Center. Dr. Bartsokas also was the team physician for the U.S. biathlon team at the 1998 Olympic Games in Nagano, and a volunteer physician for the U.S. aquatics team at the 1996 Olympic Summer Games in Atlanta. His partner is Sue Montera, local attorney and dance director for the River City Ballroom Dance Club. She digs cats. Gardening and cutting the rug with her husband Bill Held, and this quite cool soft shoe dock that she just happened upon a couple of weeks ago.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows?
This song is a very happy song.
I think it's a lighthearted song. It's a waltz
three-quarter waltz, which is what we're dancing. So it just fit, and we're both fans of Kermit.
It's very family oriented, and the song hopefully will make the audience happy, and the children happy, and the families happy. McDonald House fulfills such a wonderful, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing that it fulfills this need that is out there for the families.
It's just a good charity. It helps families who are dealing with a crisis in their a health crisis in their family. It gives them a place to stay so they can be close to their loved one. And what's not to like about that idea?
Dr. Tom Bortsokas in Sioux, Montana.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under the sky, we know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep, and have you heard voices? I heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
Dr. Tom and Sue. Great job, guys. Great job. I want to start with you, Sue. Talk a little bit about this experience out here with him, and talk a little bit about what you've been up to.
Well, we've been practicing and practicing and practicing, and I was very nervous.
Did he have pretty good skills when you got him?
No. And he knew nothing. You know, step forward, step to the side, oh my gosh. I tried to convince him to wear a green tuxedo.
Good choice, by the way. I like this one. Dr. Tom, good stuff. Next year, I think it would be good if maybe we switched roles, and then you teach the dancers how to do surgery, and then we all get back here together. Wouldn't that be something? We all come back.
The only surgeries I know are hemorrhoidectomies.
This was not rehearsed, sorry. You get to dance with this lovely lady. That is a beautiful dance. Talk about what you've been through the last couple of weeks, and also obviously for good cause.
So, I mean, it's been a team effort, and Sue has become my ballet or my ballroom muse, and I've been thinking of all things ballroom in all my free time. I've had no free time. I have to thank my wife for preparing so many late meals that had to happen after dance practice.
Dr. Tom and Sue Montero. Jill, your thoughts? Once this crowd quiets down a little bit?
There was something very elegant about that piece. I think there was something very special about Tom. He just glided across. There's definitely been some training there. Definitely and you were just beautiful. You were just beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous.
I agree. Nancy?
It's not often that you have something elegant and classy that's also a lot of fun. And you two do it very, very well. Thank you.
Mayor Joe, I'm guessing that song was on your iPod. Tell me what you thought.
Not really, I don't have one, John. I know they were very fluid, and I watched your footwork, and they were fantastic, and your costumes are beautiful. Great job.
Dr. Conrad Focus, Sue Montero. Well done. Hey, just a little tip on my latest workout. You guys can steal the idea. I started, like most people, New Year's resolution to get into shape. And so in January I started with 5-pound potato bags. And I hold them out for a full minute. And then in February I moved to 10-pound bags. Then what, you think this is a joke? Then I moved in March to 25-pound bags, and in April 50-pound bags for a full minute. And once I get my confidence up, I'm going to put a potato in each bag. Looking forward to it. And then I'm going to come out here and rip my sleeves off. But not tonight. So we're going to do a little intermission. One of the best exercises you can do here is a little 12-ounce curl. And we're going to freshen up your drink. We're going to tally some votes. And then we are going to come back and have the gala wrap on a beautiful event. Thank you. Wow, was that fun tallying votes? And I cannot believe how close they were, guys. Great job over there. I'd like to take this opportunity to bring out Debbie Rhodes from People's Bank. People's Bank, a big part of this night. And so I wanted to acknowledge them. This is Debbie Rhodes. Debbie, talk a little bit about an opportunity to be involved in the community, and not just the community here, but this charity, which is the Ronald McDonald House.
Well, I do want to say that People's Bank is very proud to support the Ronald McDonald House charities. As so many others have said this evening, I've also witnessed the value that organization brings to children and their families, keeping them together when they're dealing with a major medical crisis. And I know they're going to put the money to good use that's raised here tonight down in Charleston.
All right, talk a little bit about this venue. If there was a time, a point in time where you said, oh, you know, People's Bank said, what are we doing? You know, this is fabulous, and it turned out so nice.
Yes, we are also delighted to be a part of the People's Bank Theater. And I know for those of you that are out in the audience, if you could support the theater as well, there's many ways that you can do it. By coming like you did tonight to these types of events, to be volunteers. You could even sponsor a seat that you're sitting in. So feel free to go to the People's Bank Theater website and get all the details on that.
All right, now you also sponsor my show in the morning on the radio, and so I can't help but think that your slogan kind of fits the night as well.
Absolutely. At People's Bank, we're all about working together and building success. We work with people just like you to help them meet their financial goals, and we would love for you to stop by at People's Bank here in Marietta or at any of our branches and see if we can help make your dreams a reality. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Debbie. And now sit back once again. It is my pleasure to present Josh and Stacy Tilford. Josh and Stacy, fantastic. We are up against it now. I've got to share a little story with you. It's one of my favorites because it's poignant and I think it's real, but it's a story about right before a nerve-wracking dance recital. And little Susie is a nervous wreck. She feels a little bit like the spotlight guy trying to follow me. And the teacher says, all right, we got 1 minute, and we got to be out on the dance floor. She says, I want you to let the music inside you. I want you to feel whatever you feel, and you just go out there and be yourself, Susie. And at that point, 30 seconds before going on the stage, Susie goes into a dance like you've never seen. Some stuff a little off the wall, but the teacher says, Susie, I've never seen you dance like this. Where did you learn this? And Susie said, that's the way God dances. And the teacher says, I don't think anybody knows how God dances. She says, they will in about 10 seconds. I don't know where some of these moves came from tonight, but I can't help but think they were inspired. And with that, I give you a beautiful song and a beautiful video. Please welcome Vocal Point.
worst thing that can happen to a parent, to learn their child has a serious illness. Their life stops overnight, and they enter a world of worry and fear. And for parents who don't live close to the medical care their child needs, there's an added stress: distance. Most families have to travel hours for treatment. Living expenses quickly add up. Long drives, being far from family and friends, lost jobs, worried siblings, sleeping in cars, family breakdowns. These are extra burdens that no parent should have to suffer. For more than 40 years, RMHC has strived to be a catalyst, bringing people together to find solutions and providing programs that strengthen families during difficult times. We've built a global network of support to address the critical needs of sick children and their families, keeping them close to the resources they need. RMHC works in more than 63 countries and regions, delivering critical services through 3 core programs. Ronald McDonald houses provide families with comfortable living spaces near hospitals where children face intensive or long-term treatment. These homes relieve the physical, financial, and emotional strain on families so they can stay strong and focus on their loved ones' needs. Ronald McDonald Family Rooms are warm, compassion-filled spaces where families can rest and regroup right at the hospital so they can stay close to their child. And Ronald McDonald Care Mobiles are mobile units equipped and staffed to provide health education, treatment, and referrals, specifically for vulnerable communities that don't have the means to travel. Our staff and programs are as diverse as the people we serve, but the common thread throughout all we do is our focus on enabling family-centered care. We support the family so they can better support their child. RMHC, keeping families close.
That is indeed why we're here tonight. Thank you all for being a part of this tonight. It is my pleasure not only to reveal those dancers behind me, but also to welcome Dwayne Dickens, Executive Director, and Evan Osborne, Development Director of Ronald McDonald House Charity of Southern West Virginia, accompanied by Lori Strawler. Welcome, gentlemen.
First of all, I have to thank everyone here tonight. This is, in my 9 years with the Ronald McDonald House, this is absolutely the most enjoyable event that I've ever been a part of. So, this year alone, we're going to see more than 300 families with children, with families with children in area hospitals that are sick and need a place to stay. And support from you tonight will help those families. Without this type of support, there's no way we could provide the housing and do what we do each and every day. So thank you all so much.
On the website, these incredible doctors called everyone they knew, and they worked so hard in their spare time, and they raised on the website $27,900. So along with tonight's donations that you generously made, and the ticket sales from this event tonight, Dwayne and Evan, from all the docs, from the instructors, and all the generous people who gave so generously, I present a check for $49,000.
I don't even know what to say. This is unbelievable. We do have a surprise. I know when they started, they had a goal of $25,000, I believe is what it was that won the raise. We're building a new Ronald McDonald House in Charleston. It's going to be completed in August of this year. And we have guest room donor dedication opportunities set at $20,000. This alone will have 2 guest rooms in our new Ronald McDonald House with Dancing with the Docks.
And I'd really like to take an opportunity to thank not only the doctors, the sponsors, you guys, the attendees, but really to thank you, Lori. They say a true measure of someone's character is their willingness to help someone that can never repay them. And in the coming years, there are going to be thousands of families that you'll probably never meet, but they're going to benefit in real, tangible ways each and every day by being close to their child, and their children are going to benefit as well. So Lori, on behalf of the staff with Ronald McDonald House, our board, and our countless volunteers, please accept this token of our gratitude.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. You were the one that wasn't going to cry, right? Look what happened to me. Look what happened to me over here. I want to introduce these, before we give the trophies away, or the awards, as it were. Let me introduce these docs one more time, and dancers. Dr. Kelly Colley and Brian Anderson. I was going to say hold applause to the end, but that's just too damn good. Dr. Cynthia Martinson and Dr. Todd Myers. Dr. Matt McIntyre and Wendy Myers. Dr. Roman Petrov and Jana Joseph. Dr. Greg Krevshinia and Lisa Kern. Dr. Christopher and Cassie Cochran. Dr. Jan Fry and Lindsay Beal. Dr. Karim Bartsokas and Sumantara.
Before the beautiful mirror ball trophy that maybe you've been looking at all night, I know these guys have. We do have a fan favorite, and what that consists of is the most money raised on the website ahead of time. They worked hard at this, they really did. It took a lot to raise money, and yesterday I said it was kind of like watching the wheel turn. The money just kept coming in and coming in. It was so exciting. So with the money raised on the website here tonight, we have a fan favorite. This person, well, I gotta have her step up first. Dr. Kelly Colley. Of that money I told you about earlier, Dr. Colley here raised $11,240.
More bling, that's what she needs. And before I hand this trophy off, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. I want to thank again Scott Cantley of Marietta Memorial Health Systems. Thank you very much, Scott. I know you had a busy day today, so I appreciate you being here. Debbie again of People's Bank, Debbie Rhodes. Also a big thanks to the sound tech Dave Chichester, the entire production crew here. at the theater. Brad and Elliot, you guys are dynamite to work with. Our fabulous videographer, Landon Santini, with those great videos. I would also share that if you've not been on this stage, it's really cool. And you are welcome to come up and get pictures with your docs afterwards. Please feel free to come up here and do that. And thank you very much for being here. Good night and God bless. I must hand this off. That is pretty, isn't it? And I'm in it right now. But wow, it was so close. It's going right here. Thank you all for coming. God bless. Good night. Feel free to come up and get pictures if you'd like. Thank you.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Stylin', wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bout that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown